in a traditional educational setting would cause failure. People would be left behind. We've learned a long time that it's about individual learners and not about the instructional dynamics. It's about them, not us. And that's a point of view that's not necessarily obvious in traditional educational settings or even training. So once again, it's not about the instructor, it's about the learner. And by doing that means it takes a lot of patience and flexibility, but working in a cultural setting like Alaska and some of our small communities, it's a real advantage because it's not a competitive educational environment. So as each learner enters their world or their particular emphasis area, as we're moving on, they may master it faster than another, and they may have, but they're helping their others with it too. Nobody's left behind. And we always use this story sometimes about in Alaska, you've heard about the muskox that sometimes back around their young ones as the wolves are chasing them, so they're facing out and they're fighting off. So one of the things I think that's really happened culturally in the sense of education is that we developed a sense of learning community. Also, in a systems kind of view is we develop something called portfolio process so that as a person goes through their training and learning over a period of time, they are capturing what they've learned and owning what they learn. And you have the academics and the competencies and all those sort of things that we check off and so forth. But just as important as a whole human being. So they include stories about their family, stories about who they are, and the idea, the pride of self-assessing and self-owning, if you will, who they are and what they are. And I'd say the portfolio process is something that they'll always take with them. I say it's a living book that someday you'll show your grandchildren. It's a story, it's your story, your professional story and personal story.